It's 8 p.m. in everybody's clock. And at 8 p.m., what happens? 8 p.m. ICSI come live on YouTube channel with one webinar, interesting webinar, which is giving you some kind of a knowledge, skills enhancement, and something to contribute in making education relevant. And today is Friday, 22nd April, and we are with our Reinstate Women Right webinar series. And in this, we will be talking on personal leadership. And to present this topic, we have our guest speaker, eminent guest speaker, Madam Rohini Subramanian ji from Chennai, who has joined us to talk on to this topic. Before we start, let's just join to see a few slides of ICSI, and then Madam Rohini Subramanian ji will be talking on personal leadership. First of all, let me, as I do daily, I talk about the importance, the significance of the day. So 22nd April, a very, very, very important day, because today is World Earth Day or International Earth Day, whatever you want to say, but happy Earth Day. Our planet Earth, where life is possible, where we are living, we are dreaming every day, and we are growing. And we should thank this Mother Earth that she has kept us in her lap with all her warmth, with all her love. So just give back that thing to nature, to Mother Earth, in whatever small or big possible ways you can. The topic for today's theme for World Earth Day 2022 is invest in your planet. Invest in our planet. Yes, we have to. And we have to make this planet a sustainable planet to live. Live in a fresh air, live with all beauty of nature, live in greenery and in harmony with nature. So this is the message that this day brings to us. And once again, happy Earth Day to all, 22nd of April. And ICSI once again want to say that together, just contribute one or the other thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, as many as things you can contribute towards education, because this is a thing that can change the entire life of a person. As an individual, as a contributor towards education, and as a person who is receiving that education. So I'm not just talking about the classroom environment, the classroom framework, but education that we can receive beyond that also. So just contribute towards that. And to provide that, nowadays when everything is digitalized, I don't think it is limited to particular boundary or to particular nation. It is nationwide. It is beyond the boundary. It is global. So let's come together to make education relevant. And our chamber is completely focusing on service industry. And we are very thankful to Colonel K.C. Menon, sir, our regional advisor, South India, whose efforts we bring every week on Friday, this particular webinar series, and listen something from the women speakers that we receive on various topics related to education, women empowerment, career, what does youth want, technology, and most relevant is the purpose of imparting a relevant education. And what is a relevant education? So we are thankful to sir. And as we always say that this trio can beat anything. This trio can ultimately lead towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. And what trio I'm talking about? You are seeing that education, skills, MSME, and entrepreneurship and employment. Shiksha, Kaushalta, Udyamita, and even our inspirational lab, the digital concept of finishing school, that is e-Gurukul Inspirational Lab, also talks about that. And as you are seeing, this is the milestone. And during pandemic, everything has suffered. The most thing that have suffered is education. And on the positive side, it has bring many positive changes into the entire functioning of not only education system but other systems also. And that thanks to technology. For that, that we are collaborating on a digital platform now, which is also very good to learn and to imbibe. So collectively, service industry has many components, and together they can contribute towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. It is just that we have to look onto that. And tomorrow, these are the glimpses of tomorrow's webinar. Tomorrow, as you know, that tomorrow is Saturday, and we are going to see global wellness and health tourism through Ayurveda webinar at 7 p.m., where Dr. Parmeshwar Arora gives us valuable information about health and wellness through Ayurveda. And also, we'll take you to Northeast India tomorrow and talk about techniques to become a better self-learner. And the speaker will be Professor M.M. Panchi. And with this, we have completed till now 1,543 webinars, starting in the from the very day of pandemic, the lockdown period. And all you can watch that on our YouTube Live. And the YouTube channel of ICSI. All the videos are there, all the webinar series are there, the playlist is there. So whenever you get time, you can go through that and you can watch and you can like, share, subscribe the channel. Whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe it can achieve. Give your valuable suggestions on the given email ID and the WhatsApp number. So once again, today's topic is personal leadership. Wow, leadership itself is something very, very important. And when we talk about personal leadership, so let's just talk to Rohini ma'am, Rohini Subramanian ji, and just know what is personal leadership and how to develop that. So put all your hands together to welcome our guest speaker for today evening, Madam Rohini Subramanian ji. Ma'am, welcome and thanks for coming on our webinar.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for that warm note of welcome. I would ma'am, can you make me as a host?
Yes, you can easily share your screen, no problem. You have the rights.
Okay, fine.
Ji.
I would like to personally thank Gulshan ji, though sir is not here. I would like to thank sir. I would like to thank Colonel Menon and Chitra ma'am for giving me this wonderful opportunity to once again come up with a webinar with ICSI. This is my second webinar with ICSI. Thank you for this opportunity. To start with, I will always start with something called as icebreakers. So to start with my icebreakers, I would like to question Chitra ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I'm ready.
Hold on. Ma'am, can you see my screen?
Yes, a very beautiful bouquet of flowers.
Okay, yeah. I thought we will start with the positive bouquet of flowers as you told. Okay, roses, what meant here are, roses are the positive things and the wins that you had experienced. So that is the image I have put here in the PPT. So I would like you to say the positive things and the win that you had experienced in your life.
Okay.
This can be, yes, ma'am.
Please, you please finish first and then I'll start.
Okay. I would like the participants also to share their views on this.
Right, ma'am. So I request all my dear audience on YouTube to kindly put your views on live chat and I'll read that for you too, ma'am. Should I begin, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am, you will begin.
Right. First of all, these beautiful roses in baby pink color. This is my favorite color, in fact. And it gives me a very soothing kind of a feeling and very relaxing and yet very charming. So it gives it makes me feel energized. in a very
Okay.
positive manner.
Okay.
And automatically a smile comes on my face when I see the flowers.
Flowers. Okay.
Also, yes. And also it gives me a kind of a feeling of togetherness, a bonding
Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
that we should share with each other. And it also refers to me, if I say it has come just now to me, that these are the significance of life, that you are lively and you have to be lively. This entire life is a kind of a garden, and you are beautiful flowers, just blossom like these flowers. And no doubt I cannot see right now any thorn into it, but
Okay.
as we say that roses have thorn, I want to say that no doubt it has some kind of a negativity also in that. But if you have that weakness or limitation or maybe negativity, whatever, even then you spread your charm, your happiness in such a way that people ignore those negativities and just look at your positive side. So that's from
Okay.
my side.
Okay. Any reply came from the live stream, ma'am?
Ma'am, everybody has written like good comments, a very knowledgeable session, fantastic session, and beautiful flowers. So all these comments have come. Maybe if
Okay.
people are still writing, I'll share whenever I receive it.
Sure, ma'am. Okay. Now, next is the picture of a bud. Okay. Now, when it comes to bud, I would like you to share your new ideas, what you are excited to explore.
Okay, so it should be limited to one idea or many ideas.
Many ideas, ma'am. Like when I
Okay.
showed you roses, I expected one or two replies, but you went like it was just nice to hear your comments about those bunch of roses. So I would
Okay.
like to get more ideas from you.
Okay. Okay. Right. So after seeing this, I can say that what I think is that I'm a learner and I have to learn, and I am in my very initial phase at present, and I have to grow, I have to blossom a lot, and I have to seek each and every opportunity which is coming towards me, and I have to open my areas one on one or one after another, so that I can grow in my life. That's what I want to say till
Okay.
now.
Okay. Very nice to hear that. And the
And
next, yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Yes,
sorry,
ma'am.
sorry.
No problem.
On the last moment, a thing clicked in my mind, and I want to say this because these green leaves are protecting the petals. So I would like to say that being seeking new avenues and growing in my life, I continuously looking towards the support of my family, of my near and dear ones, of the experienced person, and of course God.
Okay. Fine. Thank you for that reply, ma'am. And when it comes to thorns, as you have already told, when it comes to roses, roses come with thorns. I feel that thorns are obstacles and problems that we would have faced in our life. So I would like you to share that experience.
Okay, yes, I would like to tell something about that also. Um, it happens that I have, well, I have seen many downfalls in my life in terms of my personal living also, because I lost my father when I was young. And then I've seen how we all brothers and sisters get together and make our life and help our mother to stand and be positive in every manner. And even when I was not mentally prepared for the things, there's something which always my mother supported me and my father guidelines are with me. So every obstacle that have come in my way, one or another, have always taught me that these are your lessons. You have to learn, and you have to grow and you have to make out from that. And I did. I'm very happy for that.
Okay. Thank you for that, ma'am.
Mhm.
Okay. Now coming to today's topic. So today's topic is something called as personal leadership. As a woman, I would say that each and every individual, no matter whether it is a man or a woman, he or she possesses the personal leadership qualities within himself or herself, which we know, but some will not know that these are the leadership qualities. So I would like to highlight the qualities of the leadership for today's webinar. So a leader is one who knows the way, he goes the way and he shows the right way to his people. Leading yourself before you lead others is the duty of the leader. So the quality of the leader, it really reflects in the standards they set for themselves. So you will discover this, discover how personal leadership is essential for success in today's work world. Now, these are the qualities that I would like to share for being a leader in your personal life. First, say the communication, integrity, accountability, empathy, humility, resilience, transparency, influence, positivity, confidence, and delegation. So these are the important qualities. There are even other qualities. So as a person, I thought that these qualities will be apt for today's webinar. So I had chosen these qualities. So going in detail into these qualities. So when I talk about communication, I have to have an effective communication skill as a leader. So I have to communicate relentlessly. I have to speak continuously. And when I speak, I should reach my audience in such a way it is simple and it should be direct. There should be clarity in my language. So what I need to convey, I have to convey it in such a simple language that they are able to understand. And they have to, I should be a very good listener. I should be a very good communicator as well as I should be a very good listener. I should also encourage their inputs. So whatever they say, so it may be, I may like it or I may not like it. As a leader, I have to encourage to give them their inputs to me. And I can illustrate this through stories. So when I started with the icebreakers, it was nice of you sharing your personal experience when you saw the thorns. It was really motivating. It would have for me. So it would have been a motivating factor for some others also who have this seeing this webinar live stream. So like that, you can illustrate through small stories, taking your real life examples. And as a leader, you have to affirm with actions. Having said that, I would like to say that strong leaders listen and pay attention to all their followers, their team members, and every single individual person they are leading. Okay. Next comes the integrity. Integrity is doing the right thing even when no one is watching. Just because no one is there, I cannot do a wrong thing. So I should always be integrated towards my actions that I do. So I have to be honest. So my honest leader will be followed by their followers. So you can't expect your followers to be honest when you lack integrity. So honest and great leaders succeed when they stick to their word, when they live by their core values and they live by their example and they follow whatever they say to their followers. Followers whom I meant is their team members, their employees, anyone, the leader who has in their group. There are many other things people look into integrity. Say, for example, when a leader is making a mistake, it is always good to apologize for our mistakes. We don't lose anything when we apologize for our mistakes. And it is always best to highlight the best work of our employees. And you have to always be appreciative of your people's time. Sometimes we may have additional work in our workplace. So your team member would have stayed long back and he or she would have worked for you or for the team to succeed. That word of appreciation will really motivate the team members. So all these are main qualities a leader should, he or she should possess in his or her personal life. So next comes the accountability. So accountability is nothing but it starts with you. Who is accountable to whatever you are doing? So accountability is a key component in leadership. Essentially, it is the act of holding yourself accountable to others, and you are accountable for your actions and decisions, as well as the actions and decisions of others who report to you. Okay. Knowing that their leaders will take responsibility for their decisions instills a high level of confidence in their team members. So strong and good leaders are accountable for their team's result, whether it may be good or bad. Okay, being an accountable leader is not at all an easy task. It's not very easy to say that, yes, I'm an accountable leader, but you, at the same time, you have to be even responsible. It's not as easy as they say. You have to implement it in action. They hold themselves and their employees, that is the team members, accountable for their actions, which creates a sense of responsibility among them. So being responsible for their actions and behaviors of those around you is essential to develop a leadership skill and critical leadership qualities like accountability. Okay. Next, we have the empathy. True leaders always have enough open-mindedness to understand their team members' motivations, hopes, dreams, and their problems. So that they can have a deep personal connection with them. So empathy is understanding. It is one of the fundamental leadership qualities. Empathy is not just being a nice person, okay? It is a mindset that enables leaders to make better predictions, improve your teamwork strategies, okay? Inspire loyalty among their teams and increase the creativity. So when I have empathy towards my team members, these are the skills that I have displayed on the screen. I will be acquiring in my leaderships. Say, for example, a negotiation, a collaboration. Collaboration is like I can work collaboratively. I can increase the creativity. My employee will feel very safe, feeling safe. I will have an emotional connection and I will identify as a leader their needs and wants. So these are all the skills I will be strengthened by the empathy. That is very important quality in the leadership. Next comes the humility. So for example, humility is like pride makes us artificial. Humility is something which makes us real. Humility is another quality a good leadership possesses. Humble leaders should be more approachable. They should be forgiving of mistakes and are willing to acknowledge others' work. It can motivate their team members to share ideas and work harder. Humility becomes more important as leaders' responsibility increases. Okay, so as I have displayed it on the screen, being possessing the humility quality is something very important as a leader. Next comes the resilience. Resilience is a true leader is not how you perform in good times, but how they roll up their sleeves and work hard even when it is very difficult times. So great leaders with positive attitudes lead by example and they rally their team no matter the circumstances are. It's this inherent positivity that helps them react to difficult situations. So with a calm manner and they focus on the solutions rather than problems. So resilience is one of the important leadership quality earned only from experience. Only an experienced leader can have this resilience quality. Next, I would like to share with you is the transparency. So as a leader, I have my team member. Okay, now we need to be transparent instead of hiding information. I should be very transparent in what I'm doing. My goals and achievements, whatever I do, I have to share it with my team members. I have to win the trust of my team. Okay, now what happens is transparent leaders set performance expectations for everyone, including themselves. This gives everyone a clean sense of direction that enhances performance and engagement. So a great way to do that is by setting goals which are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Okay, so this is something we have to learn as a leader. We have to have this transparency. Next comes influence, the power of influence. As the picture itself shows, the bird with the other birds following this bird. Now, this is leadership and influence are not interchangeable. Okay, now how can leaders influence others? It clearly states what the leader want. They can connect with the people emotionally and make others feel very important, and they become very vulnerable and charismatic. They work towards commonly shared goals, ask for suggestions, and they ask for inputs. What are their ideas and inputs? They build real and lasting relationships. They act professionally on social media. So this is the next one. And then we have the positivity. When it comes to positivity, positive minds will always attract good vibes, and you will always have a great life. So when it comes to positivity, leaders inspire their team not based on their own goals or outcomes, but on their exhibited behavior, life, and attitude given in every situation. So being positive during stressful or unfortunate times is a sign of strength. It is a sign that though things aren't getting good as planned, you can still keep your head on straight and lead your people. Positive leadership makes a difference in the productivity, satisfaction, happiness at work. Next comes the confidence. I can do it. There's no word called can't. Okay. Self-confidence is this fundamental basis from where leadership grows. So I should always have a confidence in myself that I can do this. When a leader exhibits confidence, it makes it easier for the people to trust their leader, and they would like to work with them. Okay. A leader with self-confidence thinks positively about the future and is willing to take the risk necessary to achieve their personal and professional goals. Confidence is the foundation of leadership. You can teach a leader to be an effective problem solver, how to coach, how to make decisions, how to be a better communicator, how to hold your team members. But you should first believe in himself or herself. The person should first believe in himself or herself. That self-confidence should be there. Only then he can have the confidence to lead his team. So confidence is something each and every leader should possess. And finally, I have something called as delegation process. This is something of difficult transition for the leaders. What happens is it is like shifting from doing to leading. So it is, as a leader, what you have to do. I have to delegate certain duties. I have to identify first the person who is the right person to do which duty. Can I give this duty to that person? Choose appropriate task and then choose that appropriate person. I have to set very clear goals and objectives. I have to plan my work accordingly. How will I implement it, and how will I monitor it? And finally, how will I evaluate or review is the feedback that I give for my team members. So it is the act of giving someone the authority or the responsibility to do a work effectively. What happens when I delegate these duties to someone? Delegating effectively saves time. It helps you as a leader and your team develop as professionals, and it prepares you to manage larger teams, and it inspires your employees and your team members to perform better. So these are the important qualities as a leader you have to possess in your personal life. So personal leadership is something which each and every one of us should have. So I would say a great leader creates more leaders. So with that, empower yourself with all these qualities and become a very great leader.
Thank you, ma'am. Uh, with your crisp and very enlightening PowerPoint presentation, I would like to ask you questions from you about to more understand personal leadership.
Yes, ma'am.
So first of all, ma'am, the very first question that has come is like, we have talked about leadership. We know about leadership qualities, and when we are working in a business environment, we should possess leadership qualities. But when we talk about personal leadership, why is it important? Like, on a personal ground also we should have these qualities with us, and why they are important, and what are the examples to showcase that a person has the leadership quality, the personal leadership qualities?
Personal leadership qualities, like I would first of all say everything starts from home. A woman at home is a leader. A man at home is a leader. He or she possesses these qualities. Like as I've already shared with you, all these qualities will make the person work better in the personal life as well as in the professional life. If the person is happy at home, he can give 100% in his workplace. So he or she should be very effective in communication. Okay, so you were asking me to give me an example. So that's the reason I started with the person at home itself. So communication is something I cannot come and blabber something. I have to be very effective in my communication. I have to have the integrity policy in me. I have to be honest in whatever I do. I am accountable. I am responsible for the work that you had given. Okay, I should have empathy for others, for my family members, for my dear and near ones. I should have the empathy. And then humility. I should have the humility. However position higher you go, you should have the humility and the resilience. Any kind of situation come, we are there. We can fight for it. We will stand for it. Like you gave your personal experience, and the transparency. You have to be transparent within your family members. Like I don't have any password in my phone. Okay, none of us have any password in our iPad or in our laptop, in our phones. It is like, why should we have password? Why should we have protected password? It's okay. Let it be transparent. We are going to have in our family. We will know what we are going to see, what we are going to use. We know our time. So the transparency should be there. And then influence. How will I influence? Now, when I have all these qualities only, my children look at me and they learn. So I should influence them. Okay. Now, when it comes to my professional, my teachers, those who are seeing this, will be motivated to do such webinars in future. I am influencing them. Okay. And then when I was talking about the positivity and confidence, I should have pass on the positive vibe that I have, the positive energy that I have within me. And first of all, I should have the self-confidence that yes, I can do this. Okay. And then the final one is delegating the duties. It is only not the head of the family to do any work. He or she can delegate the duties to the other family members at home. You do this work, you do that work. So when we have all these qualities imbibed in us in our personal life, I am sure 100% all of us will have a successful career in our workplace. I think I answered your question.
Yes, ma'am. So how to identify in a family we have many members, or maybe in our friend circles we have many friends with us. How to identify that, yes, this person in our group is a leader? So how to identify the leadership personality?
Ma'am, as a teacher, I would say in a class, not everyone will be of same nature.
Yes.
Okay. So a few students would like to be always very notorious in the class. They keep running around, doing this, doing that. He is a high energy learner. Okay. So what I do is I delegate some duties to that child. First thing is you have to observe the person.
Right.
Observe the person well, he or she, what kind of a person he is, whether he has a leadership skills. If he has a leadership skills, how can he improvise the leadership skills? If you give this duty to that person, will he or she be able to do it properly? As a leader, if I give someone some duty, it is not, my duty is not over. I have to monitor that. So in these ways, I can find out who the person, whether he or she is able to do these leadership qualities in them.
Right. Ma'am, nowadays we talk many times about sustainability. So is this particular word or this theory applies to leadership also, sustainable leadership qualities?
Sustainability, I would say, yes, of course, all of us have sustained with this corona.
Yes. Yes.
Of course, we were able to withstand it. Yes, resilience comes under this.
Okay, thank you for that. So we have also seen different leadership styles, and when we talk about personal leadership, what appropriate style should match with the personal leadership according to you?
Appropriate style in what way? What is the question exactly?
Like a leader should be positive, as you have told, that leader should be confident, positive, motivating, resilience. So keeping all these things in mind, and when somebody says, actually I've received this question, that's why I'm asking. So if somebody says that yes, I have different, there are different leadership styles. So as a personal leadership, when I'm talking about my own leadership style, so what appropriate style should be fitted so that I can always keep motivating everyone as a person?
First, I should have the self-confidence that I can motivate others. Okay. And I should have that positive vibe. Yes, I can spread this positive energy with others. And I should have the influencing nature. I should influence others, motivate others to take up the responsibility.
Right. And a very basic question has come, though I want to take this also because question is a question. So somebody has written that who is a leader actually?
Who is a leader? Everyone is a leader. Everyone has all these qualities. When you do implement all these in a proper way, then it will be an added thing like, yes, I'm a leader. A head of the family is always the leader in the family.
Yes.
Animals, when they flock together, the head of that flock will be the leader. Like when I showed you the birds.
Yes.
When they were flying, there that bird was the leader. So whoever has all these qualities, as I've already told you, a few, I had taken only a few qualities. There are even more qualities as a leader. So when you have all these qualities, all of us are leaders.
Okay. Ma'am, if I can request, if you can just explain this personal leadership concept with any story that is coming to your mind to make it more interesting, if it is appropriate to you. Otherwise, we can move on to next question also.
Okay. Once I attended one workshop. So that person had asked a question. Please think of a famous personality. Whom do you like in your life? Okay. All of us thought one person, and we didn't say it. He said, don't say it to anyone. Okay, we said, okay, fine, we will not say. Later on, he asked, please let out your answers. He passed on the mic, and each one of us had told what they had in their mind. I personally, I like Madam Jayalalitha. Okay. So when they told me, when they passed on the mic and everyone got a chance, and the simple thing what he had told is, when we look at people, when we admire them, when we have someone in our mind, unknowingly, we will possess a few qualities of what they had. As a woman, I like the confidence she had in her. The
Ji.
same confidence I have in me. Yes, I can do this. So this is one small inspiring story which I would like to share in my personal experience when I attended a workshop. You can also think any famous personality, or whoever comes to your mind, just think aram say. Later on, you reflect. You reflect on their qualities and reflect on your qualities. One or two will surely have match with your quality. So that is the reason you are thinking about that person. This was a personal thing that I would like to share.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. And one last question I would definitely want to ask that it is not about leadership, but otherwise also how to handle pressure. We have so many pressures in our life many times. So how to actually handle that?
How to handle pressure. Okay. What you like to do when you are most stressed? What you like to do? If you ask me, when I'm most stressed, I'll switch off my phones, keep everything away, and I will sit and listen to good Ilayaraja songs. I love to listen all Tamil songs. Or I would like to go and sleep. If you ask my husband, he would like to go to the kitchen and cook. While he's cooking, our concentration goes there, and we will have a stress relief there. So what you like to do at that time, don't take any emotional decisions at that time. Just leave everything. Put all your works aside. What you like to do at that time, do. For sure, out of my experience, I'm saying you will get a relief from that stress.
Okay. And if it comes in the classroom environment when we are teaching as a teachers, then what you want to say?
Stress as a teachers.
Yes, ma'am. Like pressure. Many times it happens that we are teaching and then suddenly something happens in class. Get disturbed.
Ma'am, it is not necessary your classroom should be only inside. Your class teaching should take place only inside the classroom. It can be even in a garden. It can be even in an amphitheater. It can be even in an auditorium.
Right.
Okay. So an experienced teacher will not have all these stressful situations in her class. As an experienced teacher, I'm saying, because I plan my work accordingly. And so far, I haven't experienced that. Because my personal experience is when I enter my school campus, I leave away all my personal baggages outside. The moment I enter, I don't take my mobile phone. I put it in silent.
Okay.
That is my personal thing. Don't look at your phones. You'll get more stress if you look at your phones. Don't look at your phones during your class hours. If you are getting that stressful situation when you're handling a few children, we are not able to handle. Some will be very highly energetic children. So not necessarily the classroom setup should be inside the classroom. Take them somewhere outside where they will also enjoy. You will have a bit of relaxation. You can sit and, if you're going to teach a poem, you can sit and teach even under the tree. So that kind of relaxation you will be getting when you go out and teach. In a different locality, different location will give you the change in mind.
Right, ma'am. Right. Thank you so much for sharing your views with us. And you have rightly said that it's our own willpower, it's our own confidence that matter to handle any situation. And I would also like to add to that is it is the common sense. So thank you, ma'am. We are really delighted to listen to you, whatever you have told us. In the last of the webinar for today, if you can just share few views of yours on today's Earth Day. So if you want to, as a teacher also, you are an educator, you are a teacher. If you want to say something to youth and to educator on this particular day, so we will be delighted to listen to that also.
Yes, ma'am. First, my Earth Day wishes to each and everyone. We should always protect this earth. I don't know how many of us remember during this lockdown, most of the vehicles were, the roads were empty and we did not take the vehicles and the pollution was less. And I saw in one news that the ozone, the earth ozone depletion was really, it was decreasing. Okay. So I would say that always be eco-friendly. Okay. Protect our mother earth. We will live for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. We have our generations left. So we have to give them a better earth when they come to this world. That would be my suggestion as a teacher.
Right.
And I would like to have a few feedback questions from the viewers, ma'am.
Yes, the questions that I have asked actually has been asked by the viewers only, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
That's why I have asked that.
No problem, ma'am.
Along with the question, people are also writing about, everybody is inspired what you are saying. They're writing that wonderful session, very insightful, and they are agreeing to what you are saying. Very true, ma'am. Wonderful session. And they have congratulated you basically on whatever you have told. And that's why I have said, ma'am, it's really delighted. We all are delighted to listen to you, whatever you have shared, your opinion on personal leadership. So with this, I would like to thank you on behalf of all our viewers. I would like to thank you for coming on our platform and sharing your views, and have a good sound sleep to you. Good evening, good night to you, ma'am. And at the same time, I wish good wishes and greetings to all my viewers. And with this promise that we will be back tomorrow, not at 8 p.m. We'll be coming at 8 p.m. tomorrow, but at the same time, do join us at 7 p.m. to watch Ayurveda for Global Wellness. And do keep remembering that we all have to possess leadership qualities. Personal leadership is very important. Don't have overconfidence in yourself, but be confident, as Rohini ma'am have told us. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you.
Ji.